been saved, so I don't have to worry about that. Yes, yes. On to you. And we'll go for... Do I want to give them increased consumable duration? Probably. We'll keep it just like that just now. I think I'm happy with that. And that. There we go. I've got one more point. So, I'll get that. Chill fog is what I went with last time. I believe so. Yeah, it was definitely chill fog. Where am I? Where am I? Yep. Okay, so chill fog it is. Right, next. Oh, you got two. Okay. Second one. Black. Blast. Generates a blast on the target when using a wand, a rod, or... Oh, yeah. Definitely want to be using that then. That's, oh yeah, that's only if you want to be a tanky tank. Yeah, I think it's blast I'm looking for. I'm gonna say it's blast. I'm gonna say it's blast. Okay. Okay. Alright. Done that. So save that again. And we can also talk to our party member. Holy moly, that was a blow. So, talk to you. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? Tell me about Eora. He looks at you in surprise. Forgotten your homeland already? No, no mind. Matters here have certainly kept you occupied. I've been gone for more than 1 year now, but I suspect I always think of the forests and fields of Adir as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed. Yes, has it been difficult to adjust? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wise smirk, more attentive to insult than duty, but as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He staples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. So how long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that's been advertised. You certainly say that. So any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge here, and as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. Coxie coxie, so he's not got much to tell. No. Deal with that. Right, double, triple save it. Yeah. I don't think he's got anything for me. Here we go. Right. I'll open up his Good Mars, but I think I still have any spells. I don't think so. I don't know what you have in that. So the wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they are always limited by the capacity of their grimoires. At any given time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells to empty slots by clicking on the spell to the left panel. Do I want to have you or not? Freeze damage, average speed, accuracy 10, and deflection. Yep, the caster hands become so cold as to freeze what do they touch. Does freeze damage to a target and reduces its accuracy. But would that mean I have to get in close and personal? Probably. But I may as well go for it, I guess. You learned a new wizard spell. Remember, you must add new wizard spells to a grimoire before they're available for use. I don't want you. Pushing corrode. Haste, cool. Fan of Flames is cool. I think I'll take Chill Fog. AoE. Blazed and Friended. Cool. Lovely. I think that's all I can do. Overseeing. Can't see anything that says overseeing. Properties overseeing. Already make them, that's cool. Scrolls. I have to do a couple of them eventually. Like I said, I've got them there, so if I need to make them, I'll make them. How about crafting? Clothes on. Hey! There we go. That does. Just 1+ in armor? Is that what that is? I would imagine so, maybe? Armor reduction?
Yeah.
I don't know, folks. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Alright. What do I want to do? I think I just want to go into the inn. That's what they wanted to do. I know that there's a bear in that up there. 3. What I can do with that? Ash. Right. My word, you are loud. Very, very loud.
Keeping quiet.
Hey up. Right. As I said, folks, I'm going to be as nice as possible, but I'm going to steal everything. Obviously. Just save it, just in case. Hey, spoons hang by the fire, coated in brownish gunk. Ooh, something nice.
You might find this interesting.
That was odd. Yeah, I don't know. On my end, my audio is very much scuffed, and I don't know why. Don't know why, folks. I don't know why. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. Smells burnt. That's nice.
Hail and well met.
Welcome to the Black Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please, sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have two available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today, she sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. If you could help me with it. I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let's see what I have to work with. So they are in allows characters to dress without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. I'm not going to go for another adventurer because we're going to get a deer pretty soon, so I won't worry about that. Party management, so don't have to worry about that. But I can sell some stuff. Sell or what I can, I suppose. One of everything, I suppose. I'll keep the torches. Got that, right? Lovely jubbly. Money, money, money. Okay, anything I can do for you? Still have rooms open. Wait. Could I see what you have for sale? We've done that. So I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We've got a lot of new faces in here too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. I used to work the tables actually until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. My very own inn, a lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. You serve only porridge. Aloth looks at you, it shakes its head quickly. It isn't by choice, I assure you. We used to serve some of the finest meals in Dyrwood. We've had a double run of luck. It's been a bad season for the crops, and we're running low on supplies. I sent 10 riff up north to stock up. 10 riffs our cook, you see, an artist with a good roast. But it's been days since he was supposed to return, and we haven't seen any sign of him. She sighs again. I've only just taken over from the last owner myself. I don't know what to do if he doesn't turn up. I suppose I could try and find him for you. Really? Her face brightens. I'd be grateful to you if you did. He was travelling through the Failwood. It's probably nothing. A broken wheel maybe, but I do worry. You see him safely home, and I think everyone in here would sing you praises. Nobody much likes my porridge. Well, of course they don't. Okay. Find the big man. I think I can do that. Okay. If Kith'll seem to do alright. Kith, who the hell's Kith? The Fangs. The Fangs. As I've stated, not much to know about this group by the world at large because they don't welcome outsiders into their numbers. While many believe they are xenophobic and openly hostile to all who enter Elgalanrath, the truth doesn't seem to be as broad or deadly, and certainly not that simple. There are many places in Ergalvath that could be called magical or sacred to the Galvatharans. One legend states that the Engwithans, who had suddenly abandoned their kingdom and left for places unknown, took the time to guide the ancient Galvathan tribes into the now vacant land. The Galvathans are gifted with a fertile area as their new homeland in return for being given such a gift. An oath was required. The Grandfathans were instructed to protect the Engwithan ruins until such time as they could return and reclaim the ruins. They were required to swear that no living person, including the Gralvathans themselves, would be permitted entrance into the ruins. Different accounts suggest that the Glanfathans were promised more than a homeland, that the Engwithans were the favoured people of the gods, and that keeping their oaths would confer similar benefits to the Galvathans in the end. Oddly, the rules do not seem to apply strictly within the borders of Twin Elms, a site built upon a large concentration of Engwithan structures, but it would seem that this is unlikely a selective oversight on the part of the Galvathans and more probably part of the terms of the original compact. In any case, the Galvathans come to take their roles as guardians seriously, reversing the sites and deploying rituals designed to protect and guard the ruins. Over time, these rituals become rote formally to some, as much legend and superstition as any other stories passed down. This is not to say the Grafassan seized all attempts to uphold their oath. See the section about the 10 Years Treaty in my book. But the intense devotion to the oath tended to vary from tribe to tribe, to clan to clan. Not so with the Fangs, however. The Fangs are a group joined not by ties of kingship or even community, but of belief. Of all the groups of Glanfath, it is the Fangs who's most intent on keeping the promise their ancestors made to the Engwithans. Just because their fanaticism and zeal are not as widely sweeping as many think does not make them any less dangerous. The Fangs are not known to reason with those they view as transgressors. If they feel you have in any way have violated the sanctity of a sacred space, their judgment is swift and exact. Reports of the Fangs' attacks can be found in records dating back to the first colonial explorations of El Grafath, and even the smallest of a perceived site can be worthy of execution. Oof. The Order itself seems to consist mainly of hunters, whether they are recruited as skilled hunters or trained once they gain access to the Order is unknown. By all accounts, once they join the Fangs, hunting games falls second behind patrolling Elgafath and protecting the ruins. So it is the author's opinion that it is the former. Care about protecting what is theirs, I suppose. Alright, so as I was saying previously, when you have something like this that comes up, generally that's the Kickstarter backers. So I won't be reading into that, like I say. I think there's quite a lot already for the narrative and everything, so I'm not going to go solely into that. I'll just stick with the story and the journals as such. My voice can only take so much, folks. Can only take so much. Have a drink, friend. I've not much else worth in this town, says the woman from Then. Hey, we said we wouldn't mention Then. Okay. I'm not going to mention that, folks.
I'll have it in no time.
Have it in no time.
The work of a moment.
Get me all your stuff. Dyrwood Part 1, Early Colonial History. No other land has such a wild and bloody recent history, from Colonial to Palatine to Free Republic. The Dyrwood has undergone a trial by fire to emerge as a powerful force of the Eastern Reach. Dyrwood's history actually begins in Edir, 2602. Edir explorers returned from a journey across the oceans with tales of the treasures they found. They discovered countless ruins scattered throughout the forest, as well as plains to the north with the trees that would be perfect for growing farlas. There was a problem, however. The locals were hostile and there was potential for conflict. The Fair Koenig, first king, as known, knew that this was too good an opportunity to pass up and sent more explorers to scout the map and map the area. Exploration continued over the next 20 years. Small groups of explorers travelled back and forth between Edir and this new world, with a handful of colonialists setting up small camps to establish a base for the explorers to work out of. Conflicts with the locals, who the Adirians learned are called the Glafarans, were rare, but frequent enough for Conan to send a small squadron of guards to help protect the citizens. These guards established a central base on a river in the western section of the woods. The settlement would eventually become the city of Dyrwood, upon which the modern-day village of the same name is presently built. Once the base was established, the first permanent Adarian settlements began north and west of the Bale River. Over the next 3 years, thousands of Adarians made a trek from Edir to this new land. The Galafathans, who seemed to reverse the ruins scattered throughout the forest, caused a few problems with some of the settlements, especially those founded near the ruins themselves. They were easily taken care of by the colonialists. With the help of the Imperial Guard, the Adarians, in order to further their foothold in the area, reduced the cost of production, and in an attempt to keep the Galfafan population under control, started making slaves out of any Galfafans captured during the uprising. This resulted in a great increase in tension between the two groups, no doubt with that. With the population of the area growing, an official governmental structure was established by the Falconer. He appointed several elves to preside over the land and assigned to them thanes to help run their territories, and they called the new Griffram the Dyrwood. Dyrwood remained the centre for the Imperial Guard, but the settlement in Pearlwood Gulf, New Dyrund, was the true seat of power in the area for the area. Sitting at the edge of the ocean, forest, fertile farmland, and a river that runs from the coast to the White Marsh, settlers flocked to the area, hoping to establish names for themselves. Edir began to spread across the new land. Well, well, well. So the Darians are
Steady does it.
what bastards is the best way to say it. Dog. Pet the dog. Dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboard. Right. So the girl, don't think he's coming back. Oh well, we'll just steal the dog. Why not? Why bloody not?
Discreet.
Please, leave me be. I am filled to sickness with what I've seen of this place and its people. 10 years of dawn. 10 years I tilled the four-list leaf, and 10 years I told myself that living in St. Widwin's footsteps would bring me rebirth. Each dawn I pray that if thou art in darkness, he shall bring the light, and each night would bring the same emptiness. For my decade of living as a simple dye farmer, all I have to show for it is a great deal of purple clothing. Earthis has not spoken to us since he appeared at St. Widwin's. It was my hope that Earthis would claim me as his next vessel, but alas, the child of light remains silent. Every day I practice the ritual of banishing the shadows of the unfaithful, and every day I work my fields in solitude, without sign of Aloth's returning. If thou art in darkness, he shall bring thee light. But how long must I remain lost in this long night of abandonment? Is this my punishment for keeping my faith a secret? Is Eorith hiding from me until I shout my reverence for all to hear? Surely, he must know that the Dyrwoodians now hate him and his followers. My countrymen are quick to blame all that was terrible about the Saints' War and those of us still faithful to Eorith. Should they not be angry at the Reactrians? I keep forgetting how to pronounce that. Reactrian soldiers. Do the Dyrwoodians not realise that to dismiss the god of rebirth and redemption is to prevent all hope of healing? As I pen these words, I know I must continue to till the die leaf. I will awake each day with hope. If thou art in darkness, he shall bring me light. Each day I will pray that the dawn stars visit me, just as they visited St. Wedwin in this field of Forless. Will they come to me as they came to St. Wedwin, as a man and two women, luminescent and perfect? I am told they came to presage new times. Presage? I am told many things, and I struggle to find the faith to believe it all. And yet, each morning the sun rises in the eastern sky, and each morning Eorith illuminates my simple plot of land, casting away the shadows of the unfaithful in his golden gaze. I thank thee, Eorith, for all the springs I've had, and all that will come. I am in darkness. Please bring me light.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Ooh, nice. 3 damage converted to endurance. I like that. I'll be having that. Run away! Run away! Run away! Alright. What did we get here? What did we get? So it's something cool, that's for sure. We've got a dog, so get in there. That. What did I see here? Damage for endurance. That might be good for me. Fortitude of reflex of will. What was will again? Alright, well, looks like it's good on you. Oh no, maybe. What do you got? Okay, don't get that then. Okay. Save it again. Hey! Drink. Right, we'll scout the whole area, because we may as well, because have to really. Well, we don't have to. Ever been to Defiance Bay? Should I go to Defiance Bay? Oh, what was I doing? No, I'll scout the map, then I'll go off to the end. Yeah. As in, I'll sleep. I will sleep. I will rest at the end, not sleep. Rest.
Sure.
Cool. We won't be dealing with
Nice
that.
and quiet.
That was so odd. Really, it's failing with my audio. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've changed anything. The audio's coming off like really, really weird. Well, it doesn't interfere with the recording, but something's definitely off. Black Hammer Smithery. Okay, some smithing done. Oh. Take that one, can I? Daily affirmation of focus and efficiency. All errors can be reforged into lessons. Abaddon rebuilt himself from ruin. No setback is insurmountable, not even death itself. So as long as the soul is dedicated to the task. Work hard, work well. Abaddon demands only honest labour and forthright service. All errors can be reforged if your first intentions are pure. All ignorance can be reforged into knowledge. Master your craft, excel at what you have been trusted to do. Do not offend your teacher by remaining a student forever. Each generation must forge its successor. Teach your trade to all who are willing to learn, and in doing so, multiply the fruits of your knowledge. All difficulties can be reforged into triumph. Meet strife with humility and acceptance. Let adversity temper the ingot, and your will, and you will never shatter. You will never shatter. Okay. Embrace your station. Fulfill the duties of your rank and meddle not in the affairs of your betters. All guilds fail at their weakest link. That is true in every aspect of life. All loss can be reforged into strength. Profitable work heals all emptiness. So long as you have the tools of your trade, you will always be able to forge wealth anew. Value the works of others, and they will value your work in return. Share the harvest with the hungry, and your tools with the destitute. All souls can be reforged into whatever we will. All souls can be reforged into whatever we will. As in, well, right. Hard work is not exclusive to life. Death is no time for complacency. Commit yourself to excellence in the cycle and the rest.